The physical part, I think as us as athletes, physical part, we've been put through physical tests our whole life.
Yeah.
And a lot of people overlook the mental side of it.
Mm-hmm.
So what does mental health mean to you? Welcome to a culture interview, man. I'm back with another one. I got a special one. You know, I'm back at home, so you know how to, put on for the fam, man. I got my boy Champ. Y'all know I'm at Champ. Travon Jones. How you doing, man?
I'm doing good, man.
Yeah, I'm doing. That's good. I'm just glad I get you on here. I've been talking to Spody for a good minute. I was like, man, I gotta get your brother on there, bro. I gotta get your brother. So, like, how you doing mentally and physically?
Man, mentally, man, I ain't gonna count. I'm coming from a place where I had lost another teammate that I was close with, man. But being around family and then coming home to my real blood family, my hopes and my mental and everything is getting better physically. Man, just working out, staying at it. You know what I'm saying?
Most definitely.
Everything good, though.
So, like, playing football, going to school, how was life growing up?
Man, growing up, to me, it was fun, you know what I'm saying? I had my two brothers, an older brother, little brother, and we were just a sports family. So, just raised up in competition, you know what I'm saying? Friendly competition, family competition, of course. But, just the way that we was brought up, I always felt like we were set apart because everything was a competition. Like I said, friendly competition, but like I feel like it put us somewhere else. It put us in another place. Definitely.
So why you do what you do? Why you wake up every morning and attack the day, put your best foot forward each and every day? Why you do that?
Man, it's a couple reasons. I'm not gonna count, man. It's just when I first started playing football, like around like 7, 8 years old. I always wanted to be that dude, like, and I ain't gonna count. I was in school, you know what I'm saying? I was smart. I'm still smart, but in football I was just sports. I just knew that was my thing, So I knew that's something that I had to do, and the reason why I still do it for him, I just told my pops this story. It's on YouTube too. We was in a Super Bowl game, like 12 and under years, something like that. We on the goal line, and them boys ran the ball 4 times, and they didn't give me no shot. So like, it's just that fire from that play. It's been burning ever since. Ever since I was 12 years old. So now it's just that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? I wake up every day and we ended up losing on the goal line like an inch short. I knew I was supposed to get that ball. You feel me? So that's just something that I always just be burning. You know what I'm saying? That's the main reason though, for sure.
Yeah. So walk me through the journey of North Erie.
North Erie, man, it was crazy. So I'd say like around like 2007, 2008, they had a real good team, like they was known. But then for a good little bit, like North Erie was like some poo, like, you know what I'm saying? They didn't really know about it. So my pops, he ended up getting the Tigers team together. And man, it just took off, honestly, bro. Like, we went from being unknown, we lost the championship the first year, and then after that, started rolling.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody been knowing.
Yeah, man. So it's been crazy. It's been a good experience being able to play and then come back and see that it's still going on, you know what I'm saying? Like, seeing some of the dudes that I was laughing and joking with walking into practice, them boys, they on a big stage right now, you feel me? Keaton, Will, you know what I'm saying? Chris Rodriguez, Cam Sutton, he played before me, but Cam Sutton was a big dude. He was at Tennessee, I believe, at the time when I was playing, so that was the biggest name I knew. So it's good that I'm contributing and my friends and stuff, we contributing to keep that legendary status.
Yeah, so playing North Erie in elementary school, going, you went to Dutchtown Middle School. Yeah,
I went to Eagles Landing, 6th and 7th grade. I went to Dutchtown.
Okay, how was that journey like transitioning, if you can think back, transitioning to, playing middle school ball?
Man, so like the way the select football is, the youth football is down here in Atlanta, man, it's so big. You know what I'm saying? You got dudes that know what they really talking about and really coaching you. So if you're getting that good foundation, once you go to a lot of these middle schools, you're like, bro, what is this? You get what I'm saying? You like, what's going on? You feel me? You got your science teacher trying to teach you how to run routes, and he can't even run routes to talk about it. So, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna cap, man, middle school ball, it done picked up now for sure. But back when I was in middle school, it was like trash. Like, I ain't gonna cap. Like, some of my 11U teams could have went out there and beat some of the 7th grade, 8th grade. You know what I'm saying? Man, but yeah, it was a good experience though, because that was my first time playing with some of the guys that I was going to eventually play with in high school. So it was a good foundation to set it up for how everything was going to go.
So transitioning, you know, we moving up. So elementary school, middle school, it really started when you got Dutchtown High School.
Yeah.
So walk me through that process, transitioning, playing 9th grade, meeting Coach Fed, and I just want to know that first part from that 9th grade to that sophomore year.
So I ain't gonna cap. I ain't play football my 9th grade year.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna cap. My mental, it just wasn't in the right spot. I'm gonna be honest too. I ain't gonna say I started hanging around with the wrong crowd, but I started hanging around the crowd that wasn't on what I was on.
Yeah, doing what you're doing.
Yeah, you feel me? So as a kid, like that kind of like took my mind off the goal, off the end goal.
Yeah.
So you know, I just stayed close with God and my father. We was talking. And I ended up finding my way back after my 9th grade year. So I was like gonna be done. I was just gonna be a 6'7" black dude, tall for no reason. You feel me? So man, I ended up going back at my 10th grade year. We had Coach Myers, went 5-5 again, but I was on the JV team. You feel me? I don't really even remember too much JV. I ain't gonna lie. But going into my junior year, that's when Coach Fed came. So man, I ain't gonna cap. Going from Coach Myers to Coach Fed was a crazy change. I don't know who made the decision, either Miss Shaw or the Henry County Board or whoever did it, but hiring Coach Fed for Dutchtown at that time was the best decision possible. You know what I'm saying? He came in and made an immediate change in the way that we did everything. So he taught stuff through the football lens, but you was still the way that he taught it. Like you still use it in your daily life after ball. You know what I'm saying? It's certain things that he taught me and things that I had to go through to the point where it's just like, man, I'm walking down the street in a regular life. Like certain stuff just can't faze me because I think about things differently because of what he put me through. So what he put us through, I mean.
No, for real though.
But yeah, man, he came in and he put a stop to a whole lot of nonsense that was going on, and he put a whole nother culture in our brain. And then coming from, I think we went 5-5, maybe like 4 years in a row. So like everybody was they wanted to change. So as soon as he brought a change, everybody stuck to it, and we got to rolling. So I think like we went to playoffs for the first time in like a couple years, my junior year, and then we came back. Like his first year, you know, when you're a coach and you're going into a program, you're gonna have those dudes that still bought into the previous program. So that's kind of what we was dealing with my junior year. It was some people that wanted to buy in, some people that just talked about buying in and ain't buying in. Then you had the people that was actually bought in. So after that first year, and then that off season, that really shedded off a whole lot of negativity and inconsistencies on the team. So coming back my senior year, man, we just had a whole new plan, for real. We felt like that was the year and everything. You know what I'm saying? We went through it. We had a pretty good run though, you know what I'm saying? We went 12-1, went further at the time before y'all came and snapped that thing. But yeah, at the time we had, that was the furthest we had went. So, you know what I'm saying? It was a blessing to be a part of that journey, because before, when I went there, Dutchtown, it was just known man, them boys, they got them dudes, but they just can't put it together.
They can't put it together,
so it feel good to be a part of one of the original teams to turn Dutchtown around. You get what I'm saying? To make the name more known. You get what I'm saying? Yeah.
So when did you know that football was the thing for you?
I'm gonna be honest, man. I always felt like that since I was younger. I had a little. I'm gonna be real. I had a little doubt going into my 9th grade year. With everything that was going on, but I ain't gonna cap, man. I knew it since I was like 8. I was like, this is what I'm supposed to be doing. Yeah, I knew early.
Playing at Dutchtown, senior year come around, that's when you know, recruiting you kind of stop worrying about it. You know, you're mid-season, you know, things not planning how you think, senior year come, I'm trying to get all the O's before the season even start. But, you know, it come down and get mid-season, you know, things still ain't looking right. So what was that process like getting recruited?
Man, it was stressful, man. I'm not gonna cap. I got off the ground late as far as going to camps and stuff. So I waited until like, it wasn't my junior, like my senior year. Like all the camps I went to was going into my senior year. So all the rivals, all the mega college camps, all the specific Floridas and the camps. Like I ain't go to none of that for real till I was going into my senior year in the summer. So I knew I was behind the 8 ball a little bit, and I knew at the time I needed to work on my speed. It was some things that I needed to work on, my speed and my size. So going there, man, I'm not gonna cap, bro. I was cooking and everything, so I'm feeling like why the O's not coming?
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? I'm doing at the camps. Coach is saying they're gonna keep in contact. I'm not hearing nothing, and you'll start to get discouraged, bro.
No,
like on the real, like you'll start to. I mean, you should always look in the mirror and say what you should do better, but at that time, man, your friends picking up O's and stuff, and you like, dang, when my time coming? Like, you get what I'm saying? So then, you know, my pops, he just told me that everybody's journey is different.
Yeah.
And to this point, my journey is like no other. I haven't heard a story like it, honestly. And but the main thing through that process was just keep working.
Yeah.
No matter what, just keep working, because at some point your time gotta come.
Yeah, most
definitely. You feel me? So with football, man, it's all about longevity. I feel like it's a lot of people that peaked in high school, and you really ain't hear too much about them.
Yeah.
Me in my case, I had a stacked team, and what I was doing, I was just adding on. You get what I'm saying? My stats and my highlights, it was pretty good. You know what I'm saying? But we just had some dogs on the team as well. So. I never looked at them like, dang, man, how they get this and I ain't get this. I got into the word, man, and so I put it like this: when Coach Fed was putting us through all that, the whole thing was love, family, and all that. So with those boys being my brothers, my family, I wouldn't look at them like, man, but they got something they don't need. I mean, I should get it. You get what I'm saying? I was always supportive. I was always happy. Like when my brothers got an offer, that I got an offer. You get what I'm saying? That's how I felt, because especially come from Dutchtown and North Henry. At the time, like before us, we really ain't hear a whole lot of offers, big time offers and stuff. The first time I heard of somebody that I know getting some big time offers was Trey Dean. That was my cousin. So I'm like, boy, he making it, he doing this thing. So that boy, he coming back. I remember this one time, we in the middle of practice, he come back from a official visit from Michigan, decked out in all yellow. I feel like I'm in all yellow, but we going to Michigan, you get what I'm saying? It was just, I had started finding joy in my brother's success. That was the biggest thing. And then I just talking to my pops, stand in the word, you know, I found early that, man, if you just stay the course, it's gonna come. You know what I'm saying? You can't look at somebody else's joy and compare your joy. I mean, you can't compare your situation with them. You know what I'm saying? I like to say comparison is the biggest killer of joy. You get what I'm saying? You're not gonna be able to truly enjoy yourself and what you got going on if you keep looking at the next person play, because they journey different. You get what I'm saying? So that was the main thing. Just don't compare nobody to yourself. You get what I'm saying? You're your own person. You got your own goals and aspirations.
Yeah, most definitely. After high school, you end up going to Fort Ewing Academy, right?
Yeah.
Fort Ewing Academy. What was that journey like? Man,
it was so rough, bro. I ain't gonna count. It is for sure the best decision, one of the best decisions I made in my life. But it was one of the toughest. You get what I'm saying? So it was a military school. So I'll give you a little rundown real quick. So first off rip, I'm getting out of high school, you feel me? I'm ready to go play ball, and all my friends going to college. All right, it's a little prep school. All right, cool, I'm cool with it, I'll go. So first rule, no phones, no technology, no Nathan. You get Nathan, you get what I'm saying? So we didn't have no phones. It was no girls, it was an all boy, you get what I'm saying? And it was a boarding school from, I think they started at like sixth grade all the way up to a year after you graduate, which is postgraduate year. So it was all of us in one dorm. They call it a barracks. So everything that you do is military. You get what I'm saying? We wake up every day, from Monday through Friday, wake up at 5:45, eat the same breakfast. You know what I'm saying? Go right after that, 6 o'clock, go clean your room, 6:30, finna go salute the flag, go to chapel, then you in class for 8 hours. You feel me? You got a break to go work out and eat, then you back to class. You get what I'm saying? So then after that, but what I can say though, moral story, it was rough. You get what I'm saying? It really, to me, it felt like basic training. But to the people that actually went through basic training, I'm sure it wasn't. But that's what it put us in the mindset of. And I went there to get more exposure. You get what I'm saying? So I had, coming out of high school, I had like a couple D3 offers, but I knew I was bigger than D3. So I went there. My dad, he did his research and everything on the school, and some big time dudes that you really wouldn't even expect, they went there. Michael Thomas, receiver for the Saints. I think I don't know if it's Cordell Patterson, but it's one of the quarterbacks that was with Mike Thomas at Ohio State. He went there. Eddie George, the Heisman Trophy winner. Yeah, he went there. You feel me? So like my posse was just doing some research, found it, did his research on the school, and just felt like that was a great fit. I needed some more exposure, and that's definitely what they did.
Yeah.
So a lot of people don't know about the prep route, the prep school route. So what it does is it's an extra season. So for some people, they needed to study and get their ACT scores up. While we was there, we was taking classes to boost our GPAs if GPA was an issue.
Yeah.
And then for some people that they was eligible for those two things, they just didn't have great film or enough exposure. Then you could go for that. And then while you working on one thing, you working on all three.
Yeah.
And you learning discipline. And I'm not gonna cap, man. Some of the stuff is still carry over to today because I don't really use I use my phone, but like people be like, man, why you ain't text me back? Why you ain't do this? But man, like I be out living life, bro. I don't really be on my phone for real. You get what I'm saying? But yeah, I use that year. Like the different games and stuff. Like it's an extra year of high school, but you're not gonna use it. You're not gonna lose a year of eligibility. You get what I'm saying? So when I went there, I graduated in 2019. That 2019 fall, I went to the prep school, and then I went to college 2020 as an early enrollee. You get what I'm saying? Just like I was getting ready to graduate the following year, but I went to college early. Yeah. So that's how I went. So it really was a big head start for me, a big jump coming out of there. And then being able to transfer all those things over. And it's just something about when you take the technology away and you get back to the basics. You get what I'm saying? It was real brother moments. Like, you get what I'm saying? Real 2 o'clock in the morning prank wars and stuff like, you know what I'm saying? You get to enjoy the little things. So when you get back out here, you can enjoy the big things, but then you'll still find joy in the little things. You get what I'm saying? You'll still, so I still think about that a lot.
So completing, that journey of your life and then going into Chattanooga, how was that transition like?
I ain't gonna cap. It was a rough transition in the beginning because at the prep school, it was a lot of discipline, but it was like they were making you. Like you really didn't have no choice because it ain't like you had a phone where you could sit in your bed all day and it ain't like, everybody was doing the same thing, so it's not like you're gonna find another outlier. If you the outlier, you in trouble. You get what I'm saying? So coming to college, I thought that college was gonna be similar to the prep school. You get what I'm saying? But when I first got up there, it was totally different. You know what I'm saying? It was a big culture shock to me. Cause coming at Dutchtown, man, I'm be honest, man, I probably knew like 3 to 5 white people, and I'm being generous. You get what I'm saying? I'm being generous.
Nah, for real,
I'm being
bro.
generous with that.
In the same boat.
You know what I'm saying? So when I went to Chattanooga, it was a PWI, and it was a lot. We were outnumbered. You get what I'm saying? By a lot. So I ain't never see that many white people before. So and I'm pretty sure like some of the looks I was getting, bro, like they ain't see too many black folks, especially not tall. You get what I'm saying? Man, I'm walking in, I hold the door for somebody, I say, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to help you, you know what I'm saying? But you just learn to live with it. But then my feet ended up hitting the ground, and I ended up catching the rhythm of it and pushing through. Yeah, it was a pretty cool experience down there.
So Chattanooga completed that journey of life. Now you at Northwestern State, right?
Yeah.
Northwestern State.
Yeah.
And I see like, hey, you balling. So it's I know it's something that you looked forward to, or something that you dreamed about, and now you at a place that you can be proud about, and you doing your thing. And what's that like right now?
Man, honestly, bro. So like hearing everything that I've been through and everything up to this point as far as football, all I wanted to do was ball, and I was feeling like since ninth grade I was never unleashed. Like you get what I'm saying? I was never given that chance to just, hey champ. Like it been a couple times where the coach would come to me, hey champ, we need a big play, and you know what I'm saying, I'll make it happen. But it was never a chance I felt that there was like, hey champ, the team on your back right now, let's go get it. You get what I'm saying? So transferring to my new school at Northwestern, that's the type road that I took on, whether they gave it to me or not. So I changed my whole mindset. I'm gonna be real personal and real. I don't really tell a whole lot of people about this, but in my exit meeting with Chattanooga in the spring of 22, the coach told me, he said, when we was recruiting you, we seen a whole lot of potential, but now we don't see it. So I think we're gonna have to part ways. And I just remember vividly looking at him in his eyes, Cause it's like, you saying this, but I ain't even get, so I only got one play at Chattanooga. And the reason why I got that one play is because I was locked in, that the person who was supposed to be on the field didn't go out there on the field. You get what I'm saying? I'm not even in this, I'm not even thought to be playing in the game, but I'm tuned into the game, and buddy running off the sideline and don't know the situation. I ain't finna ask him, this is my opportunity. You know what I'm saying? Keep your eyes open for your opportunity. I took that as my opportunity, so I got in one place. So when he told me that, you know what I'm saying, it was a big hit to the chin. But then again, after that, I just went to the mirror and I went back to the drawing board. You get what I'm saying? So when I went to my new school, it just was, I was at a point to where, man, I was tired of waiting on a coach to put it on my back, this, that, and the third. My whole thing going into my new school was to leave no doubt. You get what I'm saying? I wanted to be that person to where they took me off the field, it was noticeable. You get what I'm saying? So that's how I work. Honestly, that's how I've been working since high school. The end goal was to always to be like, you know, I want my teammates to get in and shine as well. But my intentions, I worked out and I practiced with different intentions. And over time, it's just like you depositing $1 every day. You get what I'm saying? For the first month, you got $30, $31. But if you look over a couple years, you done stack that dough up to the roof. You get what I'm saying? So that was the type of mindset that I have. So I had and still have. So when I went to the school, I went in July, and then off rip, like they had a tight end there from Oklahoma State, and let them know from day one, you better hold on to it, brother, because I ain't coming to play. So man, ever since then, man, like every play, every day that I went out there, I made it known that I was there, and I made it known that that was mine. Like the position was mine, the ball was mine, the opportunity mine. Literally, like, I catch a ball on somebody, hey, point at the coach. He don't need to guard me no more. Making it known, like, you get what I'm saying? So that was the type of character that I was formed into, and it just started to carry over. So getting into the season and everything, my first year there, me personally, I felt like I could have did a lot more, but I felt great off of my performances, off the opportunities that I was given. I believe I had maybe 20 to 23 catches with only 2 drops, and the 2 drops were really uncatchable, but it was thrown to me. So I feel like I should have caught that. You get what I'm saying? But you know, I just broke down my statistics and everything not too long ago. I was averaging about 14 to 15 yards a catch, 89% catching rating. You get what I'm saying? Then I had got first team all conference my first collegiate year. So that was a bar that I had set. Because when I was at Dutchtown, I got second team all region. It left a sour taste in my mouth. So the first time that I was able to play a real season again and be able to produce, and for me to get first team and be able to reach a mark and a goal that I wanted since I was a 17-year-old kid, it felt real good, and it was a good fire put up under me to keep it rolling for the next years to come.
What are you most proud about? Take the football away. What are you most proud about yourself?
Myself, man, I'm proud of the journey with God that I've taken. When I was younger, my grandmother and my grandfather, they were both pastors in a church, so I was heavily in a church when I was younger. And then when I got around 9 till about 20, it was like, it wasn't a disconnect with God, but I wasn't doing as much as I should have been doing. And it felt like it was always something going on, or I couldn't do it because this and this, that, and the third. And then I just came to a realization with myself, and I was like, you can find ways to hang out with your friends, and you can find ways to ask God for things, but you couldn't really find times to get to know Him. And even though I knew Him before, but to continue to know Him, because your lamp will never be filled with Jesus Christ, meaning you would never know everything. You get what I'm saying? So there's always some things to learn. And a lot of the things in a great book, man, it'll help you and a lot of the things in the book, it'll help with life. A lot of things in there. So just getting back into my readings, going back to church and Bible study, that's my biggest accomplishment this far. From where I was, and just it coming from a thought and just a phrase, oh man, I want to get back in the church and doing it. And then now I'm actually back in it and doing that. That's up to this point, because that's what I'm doing all of this for.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So to be able to get back, reconnect, and then have a better and a stronger relationship with God again, that's the biggest accomplishment this for.
And I'm gonna piggyback what you're saying, and it's just me being up there in West Virginia, being far away from home, not having nobody to talk to, you know, actually coming from a family that we was tight, we was always with each other, like people always had their hand on me, but going somewhere that I don't got that, I can't just go down I can't go down and see my mama. I gotta talk to everybody through the phone. So it's like, it kind of, you got no choice but to fall back on God.
Yeah.
And it's just crazy because the last month and a half, I literally had a Bible in my room that I never read, but I'm just like, let me just start reading it. And it just like, and I tell people, like, I'm going through a lot. Like, I'm trying to figure out what school I'm gonna go to in the spring, like family stuff, like money-wise. I'm going through a lot, but it's crazy because I'm becoming peace with my stress. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
People be like, you know, bro, I'm stressing, like it's a lot on me. I'm like, bro, you gotta like become peace with your stress. Because think about it, what if you didn't have no stress? What would you be doing? Like, it's like, what if you weren't worrying about nothing? You know what I'm saying? It's a different feeling when you ain't got nothing going for yourself. But when you got stuff going for yourself, just like, what can I really complain about? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm going through a lot, but let me just be at peace with it. You know, I'm gonna accept it how it is. I'm gonna figure this stuff out. As long as I got God, and I would tell people, as long as you got God in your corner, God gonna fight your battle as long as you let him in.
Mm-hmm.
So it's good to hear you say that, and I'm just like, I really tell, like I post on my Instagram, like I post the word each and every day, like to tell people, like man, let God in, like he's your answer, like he's your savior, and it's just it's the best thing you can do. Honestly, you made to lead, you know, do whatever you want to do in life, but your best thing in your life is come closer to God, and it really like makes me feel good to hear you say that, and I can relate. That's the thing, I can relate to that, and it's a great feeling. It's a great feeling when, especially the Black community, can say that and be like, we can fall back on God, and it's just a lot going on in this generation that a lot of people don't like to talk about God. A lot of people be afraid to come out. A lot of people think they'll be judged. They say, you know, I'm going to church or I'm praying every day, and I feel like you shouldn't be judged from something like that. You shouldn't be feeling afraid. You shouldn't be like, well, people gonna look at me weird if I, you know, say I'm coming closer to God. And I think that's something that really do need to change. And I feel like, you know, a person like you, person like me, like can really spread the word, because I think we did stuff in our life where people listen to us.
Right.
You did stuff that, you know, Chunk that made it through this, so he know what he talking about. If he talk to me, like, I listen. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I just think that like our voice is something that can be used to a power that a lot of people can't really use their voice, because a lot of people say they're not gonna listen. But I think everybody got a voice in the end of the day.
Right.
And that just really just made me feel good, right? That made me feel good. And so, what can people expect from you?
Man, a lot, man. I'm not gonna cap. Upcoming, you know, with me and my pops, you know what I'm saying? We just chopping it up about the future and everything that we got going on. It's a lot of stuff in store, man. It's a lot of stuff that we got loading up that's just waiting to be, you know what I'm saying? We just got to hit certain benchmarks to let things out. You know, getting ready to start studying and get more into real estate. I'm getting ready to graduate college in May. And then I'm still gonna be going to school because I still got 2 more years left of college ball. But then I'm gonna start more so independently shifting my studies towards real estate, because and prepping my mind and you know, just get around the knowledge of real estate, because that's what I'm trying to get into. You know, I'm gonna let you know. So the plan is I'm gonna end up in the NFL, use that bread, and then get into real estate, and then just accumulate different areas of revenue. You get what I'm saying? I don't want to just get the money from the NFL, live off that until I'm done with it. Now I'm trying to get that money, and while I'm still making that money, use that money to go get some more money, and use that to go get some more. So that's the biggest thing right now that I've been thinking about, graduating and then looking at different little stuff, different YouTube videos, different podcasts, just talking about real estate and some of the things I want to get into.
Yeah, the physical part. I think as athletes, physical part, we've been put through physical tests our whole life. Yeah. And a lot of people overlook the mental side of it. So what does mental health mean to you?
Man, mental health means the world to me. And I feel like in the Black community, we need to do it, take care of that a lot better, because growing up, I really didn't know about none of this mental health and all this. All I know was, you sad, hey, tighten up.
Facts.
On to the next, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't really get a time to yourself and get to understand yourself and know the things that you need.
Yeah.
It played a big part with me. Ever since I was little, though, it was almost like I could feel when somebody was down or they wasn't themselves. And I always been that type of person to come and talk to them, because I feel like you never know what 5 minutes of conversation could do for somebody.
Yeah.
That's what I feel. And I had lost one of my older cousins when I was at Fork Union through suicide, and I just feel like what could 5 minutes of conversation would have done for him? You get what I'm saying? So that's what, if I've never seen you before and you on the street, and you know what I'm saying, it don't matter what size, color, you know, culture you come from. I've always been the type to look at you as a human. Like, everybody got feelings, everybody got emotions, and everybody can't hold that in. Like, some people, myself included, I find myself internalizing things. But everybody can't do that. And not even saying that's healthy for me to do it, but at times I can manage that, but everybody can't. So, you know, 5, 10 minutes, hour, you know what I'm saying, it ain't never really mattered to me. As long as I just want people to feel like they could be heard, and that's what I feel like the biggest thing is with a lot of things going on. People feel like they're in a fight with themselves, by themselves, I mean, and they feel like they not being heard. That's the biggest thing that I hear a lot. So, man, just being an open ear and a shoulder to lean on, you know what I'm saying? That's what I feel. That's what I bring to the mental health side of things.
Yeah. Last question. This is the question I was telling you that it's a touchy subject. And I feel like a lot of people don't know, but a lot of people hear his name brought up. A lot of people know that he did big things at Dutchtown. A lot of people know that he did a lot of things, some good things at Albany. A lot of people know he's a great person, a great individual that had a caring heart. You know, he was a loving person, and you know, he was one phone call away. So what does Adonis Butler mean to you?
Man, Adonis Butler mean everything, man. I started playing football at 7, and when we moved to Henry County, he stayed in an apartment building like behind our apartments. Then I go ahead, so we get on the bus, we sit across from each other. We go to school, our classroom was right next to each other. So I'm seeing him a couple times, then I go out to North Henry. I'm just moved out here too, so I'm playing for the Michigan Wolverines. He playing for the North Carolina Tar Heels. We end up playing each other, scrimmaging in practice. I'm like, hey, boy, Adonis. So, you know what I'm saying? That's so, like, we just been rocking ever since, man. That's been my guy. This whole football journey, he's been along with me. So when we lost him, I felt, well, I'm not gonna say we lost him. When we lost his physical form, I just felt like I couldn't let his name just die. You know, so that's why still to this day I bring his I got a shirt made with his stuff on it, with his face and name and everything, and I bring that to me with every football game. You know what I'm saying? I wear that. But yeah, man, he through tough times it didn't matter, man. He was one phone call away. I think it was like the week before, or maybe like 2 weeks before he passed, I went to their homecoming, and I didn't have my car at the time, and my alarm brother, he had his car, so I'm like, hey, bro, we in Chattanooga, right? So I'm like, hey, just have faith. Albany State homecoming finna jump. We got a spot to stay. This, that, and the third. I'm selling it up to him good, trying to make him, you know what I'm saying? So he buy in. Whole time I forgot to even find a place for us to stay. You get what I'm saying?
That's
so,
how, you know, as long as we get there,
we gonna find something when we get there, man. So, man, we slide down there, and we stop in Henry County before we get there. He like, hey, bro, you hit your mans up, you think he's still up? I was like, oh, I ain't gonna cap, but I forgot to even hit him. So I hit Adonis. I'm like, say better. I'm like 2 hours from Albany, bro. We finna come kick it from the weekend. We got a spot. And we're like, yeah, bro, you know it's good. Come slide through and stuff. I was like, I got my LB and his little brother with me. Like, man, you know they found. He didn't even know them. He ain't know him from a can of paint. He seen him on the street. He would have walked right past him. But just that, like, that was my brother for real. Like, so it was like real. It was real. Mi casa, su casa. You know what I'm saying? My house is yours. So, man, we get to Albany maybe like 3 in the morning. He got a game the next day. You know what I'm saying? He tell me come, we knocking on the door, we climbing through the window and stuff, you know what I'm saying? So it was neat, man. Adonis had a soul like no other, and his laugh was so contagious. You feel me? Like, I'm talking, you could be mad. My pops, he was my coach, and he used to coach us at North Henry. Man, I don't know, man. It seemed like everybody was hitting the drills right.
Yeah.
And when I did it, I'm doing it wrong. I'm messing it up. So I used to be mad sometimes. Adonis used to come over there. He just look at me. You know what I'm saying? Get to laughing. So I get to laughing too. So like, you know what I'm saying? Like he had his own unique way of lifting everybody up. You know what I'm saying? But it's definitely, I definitely feel him. When he was here, it's like I would have to talk to him or call him or text him to feel him.
Yeah.
But now, like when I've been finding my ways with God and stuff like that, just asking him to give me the strength in different things and stuff like that, going through and talking, I've been feeling him a lot more.
Yeah.
And the little things that I do. Working out, I'm dead tired, I'm dog tired. I think like, what would AD do?
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? And AD gonna get the job done, no matter what it is. If you dead tired, he the one tapping you. Hey, bro, come on.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You playing too much in the weight room. Hey, shut up, bro. Lift the weight, bro. You doing too much talking, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That was the type of dude he was, man. Talking about like I said, growing up in a competitive household, he was competitive by nature. You get what I'm saying? Like sleepovers after football games, it wasn't just no come chill, come play the game. Nah, we finna see who could do the most push-ups, the most pull-ups before we gonna grab this controller. You get what I'm saying? That was the type of guy he was, man. And hey, my end goal with that is to be holding up a Super Bowl ring with someone with Adonis Butler related.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Somebody the whole world gotta know. You get what I'm saying? It gotta be spread out throughout. So that's what he mean to me, man. He mean the whole world. You get what I'm saying? I feel like a lot of this wouldn't have happened. Like, for example, when I was making my way back, because he had moved to, he moved to Missouri, back to Kansas City for a little bit during 8th grade, 9th grade. And then we got to chopping it up. I told him, I was like, man, I think I'm done with ball, bro. I ain't really messing with it. He was just like, nah, bro, you tripping.
Yeah.
When I talk to certain friends, they'll hit me with the, hey man, I feel you, bro. Everybody can't do it, ooh. And I'm young and dumb. I'm like, yeah, bro, man, forget football, bro. It ain't for everybody. Yeah. AD like, nah, bro. This what you need to be doing. You playing. You get what I'm saying? And he was big on right is right and wrong is wrong. You get what I'm saying? And he wanted the best for everybody that he was in contact with.
Yeah, no, for real.
So that's definitely what he means to me.
Yeah, and that's good to say, and I'll run it to ask you that question because, like I said, a lot of people don't know who he really is as a person. You know, yeah, a lot of people, post on Instagram, stuff like that, but you really don't get to still know that person if you're doing that. And I really wanted to, make sure his name is, still known, people still remember him. I got a picture of him 9th grade that I look at him almost every other week. Yeah. When he was on the sideline. That's when he was at Virginia. Yeah, Virginia State. Yeah, so I look at that and I'm like, bro, like, long little AD. I say that almost every other week, man. It's just crazy because I just remember that last conversation when I had with him. Like, we was talking about, bro, I'm finna come work out with you, bro. He was gonna come up here. Dude, when I first started coming up here, he was like, bro, I'm finna come out there and work out with you. And he been trying to come in for like almost 3 weeks. Yeah. And then like once I heard, I'm like, bro, like I just supposed to be working out with you, bro. And it's just crazy because like it happened in time that you never expected. Like it's just like, bro, I was just talking to dude, like I was just with him, and it's like he going already. So it's just like he's a person that people should really know, and he should never be forgetting and things that he did on this earth. And I feel like he did his job here. Yeah, he definitely did his job here. That's what we like to say, man. Like. We don't really lose them early. They just got the assignment done faster than everybody else. You get what I'm saying? He touched enough people. He touched the people he was supposed to touch. He did the things he needed to do. He graduated early. Yeah, you get what I'm saying? So that's how I look at it. That's all it is. Yeah. So where can they find you on social media? On Instagram at champ_P_CHAMPP.1. On Twitter is BigBody82. Okay. And like I said, it's gonna be a great episode, culture interview. Hey, this is the second one. So I'm on the road. I got another one this week. So like I'm on the road with y'all, bro. I'm trying to really fit this content out because I took like a whole 4 months off, so I'm back on it. And I appreciate it, bro.
For sure, bro.
Appreciate
Anytime.
it, bro. Yeah, most definitely. And like I said, y'all go like and subscribe right now on YouTube. The 21 Culture Podcast is on all platforms. And turn on them post notifications on so y'all get every content that I drop. And like I said, every week. 21 Culture Podcast on all platforms. You can have it anytime, any place, any day you dig when you out.
Yeah.